All right, so yeah, before I get going on this, just quickly go over something. Yeah, Madden is pure trash. It's so bad. The gameplay isn't all that great. It's fun for like 5 minutes, and then after a while, you just start seeing the same glitches over and over again. Secondly, I set up all the settings that need to be, and they have the Super Bowl all set up for you. All you got to do is click on this little link, and it goes to a Super Bowl, and it's great. Unfortunately, it does not allow you to have any settings, game settings in there. They just give you 6 minutes, and that's it, and whatever else is in there. So I'm like, wow, okay. Found that out the hard way in the last one, which I'm going to be deleting. And the other thing is that finally, and I'll give them this, is that they finally put on a spectator thing. It wasn't there before. You had to actually go into the game and then have to go through the sim thing to actually simulate the game. Now they, for whatever reason, they finally put it back in, because I know for damn sure a month ago it wasn't there. Now you can sit there and spectate. So hopefully this is good. God, EA is trash. Absolute trash. And I can understand why people get so mad. I really do. Millions and millions and billions of dollars, and they can't get simple things right. Like, okay, anyways.
Tonight, it's Madden NFL football. It's Super Bowl Sunday.
It's actually not supposed to be stuttering right now. I'm using 16% of my computer. My VRAM is 48%. My GPU is 60%. My CPU is 12%. My RAM is 35%. It's the game. EA is pure goddamn trash.
We'll see Matthew Stafford and the Los Angeles Rams taking on Joe Burrow and the Cincinnati Bengals.
So much has happened since the Super Bowl was last in this part of the U.S. in the early 90s. The Rams and Chargers have both returned to L.A., and they've constructed this incredible new palace for football, SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. And it will be the scene tonight for Super Bowl 56. And what a matchup we have. Tonight, it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion Cincinnati Bengals taking on the NFC champions, the Los Angeles Rams. Brandon Gaudin joined by my good friend Charles Davis. And Charles, it was maybe the most unlikely Super Bowl run we've seen in a long time. What a story. The Bengals had not won a playoff game since January of 1991. 4-11-1 last year, 2-14 the season before that. Bottom line, though, here they are, the AFC champs.
And Brandon, this is one of the more remarkable turnarounds in NFL history in recent years. In fact, most of the guys on this team weren't even born the last time they won a playoff game. Although, not that long ago, they had a stretch where they were in the playoffs seemingly every year, but couldn't win a playoff game. Now they've gotten that done. They're back in the Super Bowl. Remember, 2 Super Bowl appearances in their history. Number 16 and 23. Unfortunately, both times they ran into Joe Montana and the San Francisco 49ers.
Meanwhile, the LA Rams, they are back in the Super Bowl for the second time in 4 years. Remember, they lost Super Bowl 53 to the Patriots in Atlanta 13-3. But here they are trying to be the second team in 2 years after Tampa Bay last year to win the Super Bowl in their home stadium.
And we go back to that Super Bowl loss to the Patriots, and remember, they were an offensive juggernaut at that time, but only put up 3 points in that game. And they have been a little bit of a tough team to pin down over the last few years. They've had their shares of ups and downs, especially on the offensive side of the ball, but they've always had that great defense, and they're looking to ride that crew to a Super Bowl crown.
For the first time in almost 30 years, the big game is back in Los Angeles. Super Bowl 56 underway. And we will not have a return, so the first drive of this Super Bowl will begin at the 25. The Bengals offense here ready to rock and roll. Joe Burrow is the man at quarterback.
And he's been sensational all season long, but he saved his best work for the playoffs, leading his guys to the AFC Championship a couple of weeks ago. And now he knows what lies ahead. He's going to need to play a near-perfect 4 quarters of football to get his guys to the finish line.
On the ground, this is Joe Mixon. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives a much better opportunity to convert third down.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive. Couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Burrow looking to pass. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Taylor Rapp with a pick. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. What a moment for him. A pick 6 in the Super Bowl. You think about some of the big pick 6s over the history of this huge game. I remember, because I was watching with a lot of Colts fans, Tracy Porter picking Peyton Manning to get the Saints' first title.
Yeah, that one pretty much sealed the deal for New Orleans as well. But I got to go back a ways because, unfortunately, I'm considerably older. Herb Adderley, the Green Bay Packers, got it all started. The first pick 6, Super Bowl II against the Oakland Raiders, and some of the better ones that were out there. You might remember Dwight Smith of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers had 2 in one game when they won their Super Bowl championship against Rich Gannon in Oakland. You mentioned Tracy Porter already. How about James Harrison to the Steelers? You remember that one? 100 yards right before the half ended. That was a big-time play. But for me, the absolute classic, Willie Brown in slow motion against the Vikings for the Raiders. The grand old man, Willie Brown, 75 yards.
You recall them all, and what a play here. Another pick 6 in the Super Bowl. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taking it about the 1. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Bengals drive about to get going. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Burrow going to give this to Mixon, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And it looks like they've got 6 DBs on the field here for a 3rd and 9. Now it's Burrow. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Aaron Donald with a sack. Not the start to this one that any quarterback would want or envision. Remember, he had the pick 6, and here he ends up on his backside.
And you have to wonder to yourself, okay, after throwing the pick 6, did he get too careful with the football and not deliver downfield and take that sack? They've got to make sure that he's really into this game.
So on 4th down, on comes the left-footed punter, Kevin Huber, to punt it away. Back deep, Brandon Powell. Let's take it inside his own 40. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by their quarterback in his 13th NFL season now. It's Matthew Stafford.
And he comes in off of a tremendous game in the NFC Championship round 2 weeks ago. This has been a team all season long that's really taken their identity from their quarterback, and he's been very vocal in days leading up to this game that he believes that this is their time, and he's going to do all he can to will them to a Super Bowl win.
So good field position for the Rams as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. Here's Stafford. Open man is Higbee, the tight end. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now you can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
To throw again on 2nd down. Stafford, pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd. And they brought the pressure there just right up the gut, didn't they?
Yeah, they certainly did. And, you know, when you've got so many different responsibilities as an offensive line, you got to deal with the nose tackle, the 2 defensive tackles or ends, and then sometimes you just can't account for everyone. The linebacker slipped free.
So now Stafford and the Rams, after the sack, and they're staring up at a 3rd and long. Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. He'll check this down to Akers out of the backfield. 5 yards, and that means they come up short as they're going to punt here on the opening drive. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19. 20-yard line. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10.
Yeah, so noticing that it's stuttering. That's EA. I just played a Fallout 4 game that it is probably 10 times more intensive than this game, and it ran smooth as silk. Literally, my game is running at, it's taking 15% of my resources. So my rig is a monster.
And his throw is going to be incomplete.
My internet's
it's a tried
good.
and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as
I don't
we
even know what
play
to do.
football.
I just
If
wanted to
someone's
do
trying
this
to
for
throw the
fun,
ball,
and
you
it's
can put
been like
pressure on them and make
half
it
an hour
tough.
now,
That's
and
only
it's
gonna help your
absolute
defense.
and pure
He's
trash.
since being hurried. He got
From
rid
start
of
to
it
finish.
before taking the hit, but incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now it's Burrow. That's taken in by Higgins. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
I don't know what else to do. I'm looking at my stats over here. It's running good.
The Rams calling on their nickel set here defensively for 3rd down. From and a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives.
I honestly have no idea what's going on with this.
They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
I just wish to God
Here's
this
Kevin
happened
Huber
earlier
now.
because I would have got a
As he'll
goddamn
punt it away
motherfucking
for the
refund
second
on this
time.
fucking thing. Are you kidding me? Yeah, it's stuttering. There's absolutely no
And a
reason
fair
why I
catch
should be
call
stuttering.
forward made just inside the 35-yard line. They call it 38 yards on the
15%
punt, no
CPU,
return,
54%
and the offense will take
GPU,
over with a new
41%
set of
VRAM, and
downs.
30% RAM.
So the Rams
The
coming
game
back onto
is
the
broke.
field, their 2nd drive of the game. They've got a 7-0 lead in the
All right,
football
well,
as
I'm
well
sorry,
as they
people.
start out
I
1st and 10.
thought this would be something fun. Evidently, it's not. It literally is stopping the game, and there's no reason behind it other than this game is broke.
Now
The
Stafford.
simulation I did earlier was fine.
He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, a tight, sharply run route. Against
Seems to
zone,
be
you're just
running
looking for
better
that
now. I don't
open
know if I
spot,
didn't do
that
anything
dead
different.
area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. Now the first carry for Cam Akers. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
From just shy of midfield, Stafford. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
So many times.
This is unbelievable. Oh, it does have volume control here. No. boy, this is broke, man. I'm hitting buttons, it's not registering. I mean, is anyone really that freaking surprised at that?
In my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Off the fake to Akers, here's Stafford. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into.
That was,
in this case, unsuccessful.
Grounding.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Stafford going to give this to Akers. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
They got to get to
I'm
the
just curious how
23 here
people
on
with
3rd.
half my computer are running this damn game.
Stafford. That's into the hands of Akers, complete. And he is going to have a Rams 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. We've seen quite a bit of the short.
What is... All right.
Haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until you keep throwing.
I literally had to Control-Alt-Delete to get out of the game. That's how bad Madden NFL runs on a computer that has 12 cores, 24 threads, 64 gigabyte RAM, and a 3080 Ti sitting in here. A $4,000 computer. It stutters and stops and static. Wow, man. This was supposed to be something fun that I can look back on and say, hey, that's kind of cool. God, EA. I fucking hate. I really wish, because I think I only got 30 days to get a refund. It's been past 30 days because I didn't do any simulations. I was actually playing the games. So, simulation stutters. I didn't notice it earlier when I simulated after Fallout 4. So, yeah, absolute and pure garbage. So sorry, man. I'll delete this too. So, and then I thought maybe it was the internet connection. I'm running at 712 down and 300 and some up. So, yeah, no, I'm doing just fine with. Yeah, I'm doing just fine with. So I just wanted you guys to see. Now this game is much more intensive. It's got 4K graphics. It's Fallout 4 modded to shit, and it runs as smooth as can be. See. Yeah, and then it's got the depth of field blur in the background and everything. There's no stuttering. It's super smooth, and it's easily 2-3 times the amount of power it takes to run. So, oh, I didn't finish your outfit, huh? All right, well, yeah. So just wanted to prove the point that it's, yeah.
Hey, Piper.
Heading my way? You sure you want to travel with me?
Jesus.
I think I could suffer through it.
there you go. So anyone kind of hanging around, you get to see titties.
Sure, let's go.
Will do.
Now, I wonder how dog meat is working with. Come on, dog meat, stop.
How you doing, buddy? Hey, boy. You know any tricks?
That's cool. Oh. Yep. And him, I don't know if we have.
Hey. Hold up a sec.
Yeah, I think she's the only one that isn't. Jesus Christ, my God. All right, so there you go. Sorry for everyone. Sorry that this happened. Sorry I wasted anyone's time. Fuck EA. I'm gonna see if I can get my money back. I don't think I can. I think it's 30 days. I'm gonna see if I can get my money back for it. Because wow, that was atrocious. Absolutely atrocious. I wish I could show you what gaming system I have. It's probably, if not 2-3 times the top PlayStation 5 or Xbox. It's like a monster. And for it not to play, like this right now is easily 2-3 times more intensive than Madden, and it's running as smooth as can be. So, yeah, EA, you are a pile of garbage. Jesus, Piper. I don't know how or where you got your fake titties in Fallout 4, but God bless you.